What's up, Moto Brewskis? So I am about to depart on a 3-day ride with Robbie, Bobby and Goth, aka Goth, on Thursday. We're going to be heading up to the Wyoming BDR, and I've now done around 2,600 miles on my existing tires. I believe they're Pirelli Scorpions, or some variation of the Pirelli tire. You guys can make your call. Leave me down. In fact, in the comments below, tell me what kind of tire it is. I'm pretty sure it's the Scorpion. But if you look at the tread, it's pretty jacked. I mean, there's probably still like 500 miles left in it, but it just felt to me like now's the time to actually get a new set of rubbers. So if you look at the tread, it's pretty worn already. I mean, it's kind of right down to the line, especially the rear. So the rear tire needs to go first, and then the front's actually not that bad, but the center knobbies are pretty fine. But if you look at the ones in between there, they're also wearing pretty flat. So I figured I'd just do the two tires at the same time. So I'm going to take these tires off, and then we're going to head over to Performance Cycles in Colorado. They've got massive inventory, and so what I will probably pick up, depending on like what they have, is the Motoz Tractionator Enduro tires. So the rear currently is a 120/90, and I believe the Motoz Tractionator Enduro rear, at least, is a slightly thinner tire, so it's a 110/100. So I'm going to go take a look at that, take the wheels off, take the wheels to them, get them to put the treads on, and then reassemble the bike. So that should get us all jacked up and ready to go for this 3-day tour. So we've got the first wheel off, pretty straightforward. Let's get on to the bad boy at the back. So rear wheel's off. I had a bit of an issue trying to balance the bike with the bash plate on. So anyway, it's okay. Forks are not on the floor, but the bash plate wasn't dealing with the balancing without the wheels. So now, one of the reasons why I took the tires to Performance Cycle was to actually install a tire rim lock. So effectively, that's a device that clamps the tire to the rim, preventing the tire from slipping around the rim when you are running at low pressures. It's very important in off-road riding in general, like Enduro, where lower tire pressures provide better traction but increase the risk of the tire slipping or the tube tearing itself. Okay, so I just picked up the tires. Those are the new ones. Those are the old ones. Pretty badass. Gonna be pretty noisy on the road, but amazing off-road, so sick. Cool, so we're about to put the wheel back on, so just gonna clean any residual brake dust off the discs. And then also on the spindle, or sorry, the axle, just gonna get rid of any old grease. And then I'm going to put some new grease on that in a minute. And then the same for the rear. And then also the rear axle. Okay, cool. So there we go. Okay, so just gonna put some fresh grease on this front axle. Alrighty. Cool, so we got our chain adjuster up against the adjusting screw on both sides. I just want to make sure it's properly in there. So I'm just gonna take this here rag, pull this back. So it's nice and tight. Make sure that that's tight. Now take a socket wrench and start adjusting it. There we are, that's the rear wheel done. Alrighty, wheels are on. And they look badass, has to be said. So all that's left to do now is take it for a short ride and just test everything's okay.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and most importantly, share it with your favorite Moto Brewski.